What's going on, guys? In this video we're going to be checking out Fan Your Flames X from Nishane. So if this is a fragrance you have been curious about, we're going to dive deep into it today, so keep it locked. Welcome back, guys. Your boy Cheryl on the inside with another edition of Men's Fragrance and Fashion Extra. So yes, we have it here with us today, Nishane Fan Your Flames X. So I would have actually mentioned this fragrance in a video I did probably a week or two ago. So if you haven't checked out that video, go ahead and check it out. I will leave the link here. Right, really good video. Fragrances that have you standing out in any crowd, right? So check that out. But anyway, this has to get its own personal review, and that's what we're doing here today. So if you're familiar with the brand of Nishane, if you're familiar with Fan Your Flames, anything from the house of Nishane is a Turkish brand, and they do really good niche perfumes. All right, so this one is no exception. So this fragrance here was launched in 2023, and again, this is the X version. So you have the original Fan Your Flames. I probably will leave a little image here if you're not aware of it, but it's basically a woody, sweet, coconut, aromatic tobacco type of fragrance. So what Nishane would have done is they would have put out an X version or X line of their previous fragrances or existing fragrances, and in a nutshell, the X version is really, for me, a more mass appealing version to the original composition. So you find that more persons gravitate it because the original compositions can be a niche, so it's targeted to, you know, a particular type of nose, a particular type of wearer, particular type of taste. So they can be pretty heavy or offensive in some cases to some people. So again, they would have put out the X line, which is way more mass appealing. In my opinion, it's easier to wear and that kind of stuff. So no exception with this one. So this is the same type of profile, woody, sweet, coconut, aromatic, tobacco, earthy type of fragrance, and it smells amazing. Big up to Randy one time, who, you know, sent this bottle over for me just to review and whatnot. It's a beautiful scent profile. In particular, I love the original Fan Your Flames. It's just very potent, it's heavy, it's very mysterious, it's very intriguing, you know. I always like that fragrance, and yeah, unfortunately I don't have a bottle, you know, but I had a sample, which is done now. I had a sample that I really used to wear the life out of. Still don't know why I don't have a bottle till this day. But again, this is the X version, and the main differences really would be that this version has the thyme and the carrot, you know, that it has a more floral aspect to it. It's not as dark and deep as the original Fan Your Flames. It has a bit more freshness to it as well. So let me just go through the notes if you're wondering. So on the top you have coconut, rum, mastic. In the middle you have tobacco, tonka bean, carrot, thyme, and the base you have patchouli, cedar, and oak moss. So really and truly, I don't get much of the thyme and the carrot, but of course those notes will be playing a supporting role in this type of composition. Again, it's a bit more wearable to the average person, so anybody could really wear this and enjoy it. But for me, you know how I describe this fragrance is very it has a tropical and exotic type of feel and character to it. So I really love these types of fragrances that, you know, just, you know, I can really relate to it because I am from the Caribbean, so I always appreciate fragrances with that tropical element, you know, attached to it. So this one has the same thing like the original, but again, this one is way more smooth. It's not as harsh, you know, it's very tame as well, you know, but we're going to talk about that in a while. So again, overall, this fragrance just puts me in a tropical mindset. This X version can be worn casually, but it could be worn upscale as well. So, you know, you're a prominent businessman, you know, you're a person who attends, you know, those affluent meetings in penthouses and so on. You can rock this, of course. You know, you may appreciate the tobacco side of it, you may appreciate the rum side of it, all right, as well. But for me, I appreciate everything about it. The blend is very nice, it's very smooth, everything just comes together really nice. and I can't complain. I really like the fragrance, but again, for me, I still prefer the OG, the original one, because it's just more aggressive, it's more in your face, it's more, it just has a bigger personality. So that's the main differences between the two, but this one on its own is very nice as well. In terms of performance, again, this one is not as loud and aggressive as the OG, but I get about 8 to 9 hours longevity with this one, so that's good, really good. In terms of projection and sillage, I don't think it has the biggest bubble or the biggest central, but it's gonna do a job for you like within that first hour and a half. You know, people are going to pick it up. They come in the space, they're going to pick it up. You know, of course, depending on how many sprays you go with, but generally, they're going to be able to pick it up. But again, it's not aggressive. You know, it's more tame, it's more calm. So, you know, somebody will really have to come into your space and you know, kind of sniff you out to really, you know, to really get the essence of it. But it's there. So that's on me. Somebody may have a different opinion, but because I'm familiar with the first one, that one is very loud, very aggressive. This one is not that. All right, so that's performance. Isn't bad at all. The longevity is probably the you know, in terms of performance, the longevity would be the area that this one excels in. I've worn it a few times. I haven't gotten any compliments per se, but that doesn't mean if you wear it, you wouldn't get compliments. You know, it just depends on a couple of factors, you know, where you wear it, who you're around, how far into the wearing experience you are with this fragrance, many things. But if I have to say it's a compliment getting type of fragrance, I wouldn't say it's that, but it still has the potential to do that because it's more mass appealing than the original version. All right, but that's more or less it in a nutshell. Really nice fragrance. You're looking for something that is different, you know, it's very unique. So if you appreciate that tropical vibe, by the way, the coconut in this is very realistic. It's done well, right? You're a person like coconut in your fragrances, this is one that you have to get. So it's there, just like in the first one, it's there, and it's very enjoyable. So all the coconut lovers, check this one out, definitely. All right, but again, overall, it's really nice. It has the rum aspect there as well, tobacco, the tonka bean, sweetness, all of that is there. So you're gonna get everything. You're gonna be able to relate and enjoy every part of this fragrance. If I have to rate it out of 10, I'll give it a solid 8. But you know, the original one, I'll give a higher mark because I really enjoyed that one because of, you know, just what the fragrance is. All right, but this one is not far behind. This one is just a little too tame for me. So that's more or less it. Nishane Fan Your Flames X, right? If you have this one, let me know your thoughts on it. If you have compared the two, let me know your thoughts as well. And if this is one that you're really curious to buy, I'd say sample it first, see if you know if you like it, if it's up your alley, before you actually invest in a full bottle, because they are pretty pricey, I would say. But yeah, I'd say sample it first before you actually go full on in a full bottle. All right, so yeah guys, again, let me get your feedback on this one, but that's more or less it. Well done to Nishane for this X line. It's doing well, all right, in terms of reaching a bigger group or a wider group of persons. All right, so Nishane Fan Your Flames X. Again, let me know your thoughts on it, and yeah, we can take it from there. So I hope this was helpful in some way. If you like the video, don't forget to drop a like on the video. Thank you in advance, I appreciate it, guys. And thank you for hanging out with me today. Any other questions, leave it in the comments and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching. I know we do it. Stay fresh, smell your best, and I'll catch you in the next video. So until then, I'm out. Take care. Peace.